Hi everyone, it's me Cheryl. I hope you're alright. It's just basically a project update this week because there's no finished items again. That's naughty, isn't it? I should do a small one so I can say, hey look, I finished this. 10 stitch blanket is progressing. I'm still on the cream colour, but I'm on the last leg of the, I can't really call it a round when it goes straight, can I? It's a straight, it's a square, rectangle, well. But then again, you're going round, aren't you? But you associate round with circular. I might just go, I'm overthinking, aren't I? Anyway, that's how far I am towards the end. I still have sewn in my ends, as you can see, naughty. Oh, I'll do it, I will. Sew my ends. Because otherwise I'm just going to be gutted when I come to sew them all in together. So, I've said it now. And it's on camera. So, I said it, I'm going to sew in these ends. And next week you won't see any ends in that. Okay, I'll do it now, you watch. Scuddy's still going. I'm not even halfway through on the scarf yet. But I'm still doing it. That was the crochet hook falling out. I'm going to batter him. Shall I leave this bit in? Yeah, I will, because it'll just make him look stupid, won't it? And I won't really batter him. I just, you know, when you just like say things and you don't really mean them. I'll frighten the crap out of him later when if he's doing a video or something. Anyway, yeah. Put it side by side. So it's not even halfway yet, but it's still getting there, and I'm managing the front and back post stitches with the variegated yarn, absolutely no problem whatsoever. So that's really, really good. I'm pleased with that. This, I had to pull a bit out and then redo it because I went to the dentist on Monday and I was in the waiting room, and you know when you can feel all eyes on you. Everybody was sat round, and I think one person was on the phone and the rest were just like staring into space. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because sometimes it's nice just to go. But here was me, the only one crocheting, yeah. And I was working along and I was thinking, hang on, that doesn't work. It looked like there was an error on the previous row. Went a bit further along and, oh no, there's another error. But, you know, when you like don't want to start frogging everything in the surgery, I just carried on my way until I got called. Anyway, I decided, right, I'll just read the rest of the row below and just check that everything's in place as it should be. Then I'll just frog up to the bit where I saw the two errors that I saw. So I'm just working it back up to that point now. So, where's the bit I was working on? So that's as much as I've done. So there's the base, that's the edge. I'll get there in the end. It's really weird, it's switching from chunky with the Scuddy to this, which is smaller than DK. It's probably what we would call a 4-ply baby. That's how it feels anyway. Very soft. On Saturday, I went to a little small town called Wellington, which is that direction from where I'm sat. There's a lovely little shop called Artfully Made. Oh, now if you go to, I don't know if you'll see, if you go to Google and you're signed in as yourself, it'll probably go to your location. But if you're not signed in as yourself, it might take you there. Artfully Made, I think it's .co.uk. And you can actually see inside the shop because everything's on Google. Like the street view and stuff. There's a photo of the outside of the shop and there's a photo of inside, and you can see all the way around. And I spotted something. I thought, right, I'm definitely going to go there. And yeah, there was yarn, but it wasn't a huge selection like a yarn shop, but there was enough, as well as other stuff like felting kits and whatnot, and loads of buttons. But I did see something, and what the something was I saw were these. Excuse me. Something's just fallen. Okay. I've got some regular Tunisian crochet hooks. I tried it last year and I did a few samples, just little swatches, no problem. And then I tried to embark on a scarf using that James C. Brett Marble Chunky, and I was doing a basket weave, but I was getting confused with the variegated yarn. I was thinking, oh, no, just put it down. I didn't give up, I just put it down and then got distracted doing other things, and I've not been back to it. But since I've seen Zoe do a scuddy in basket weave, but that's with a regular crochet hook, I thought, well, I could still do the scarf, just do it regular crochet hook. But I became interested again quite a few months ago about Tunisian crochet again. I thought, oh, I really want to give that a go. But you know how projects get in the way and it stops you. But then I saw something rather interesting. Yeah, to bring them out. Double-ended crochet hook, and I thought, that is fascinating. The potential of, yeah, Tunisian crochet, but a bit more. And anyway, I ordered these hooks from, I think it was China. I was quite disappointed because they're okay as a regular hook, picking things up like stitches and to carry in your little supplies and stuff, but they've got the wrong size, not the wrong sizes, they've got different sizes either end. And I thought, that's not what I wanted, I want the same size, both ends. So I was looking at various different things, and they're so hard to source, aren't they? And originally I went to Purple Linda Crafts, got an order from there. Where's the other one? I originally got this, which is that's a 5mm. It's double end 5mm. It's Knit Pro Spectra Flare. And that's before I realised actually you need to be 2 sizes bigger. When you're working with yarn, you need a hook 2 sizes bigger than the yarn you're using. So this would be good for a very thin DK weight. But because I saw more, I thought, oh okay, let's because I've got, bear in mind I've got worsted weight. So because worsted generally takes 5mm, I've got a 7mm hook from Artfully Made, and because I've got DK yarn, I decided to get a 6mm because I like to play around with that. But prior to getting these from Purple Linda, I got this. This is a clover, and again that was before I realised I need 2 sizes bigger. So that's a 4mm, and I've also got 5mm, and I'm like, it's fine, it feels nice and smooth, but when you put the yarn on it, it's hard. It doesn't move very well. And I'm used to metal crochet hooks. I prefer them, I think. That might be okay though. I don't know what plastic's going to be like. I hope it's going to be okay. But while I was with Purple Linda, I got these, the swivel hooks. Because it's metal. And it's got like a cord on it, and it's the same size both ends. I thought, I'll give that a go. So I'm building up my arsenal here of double-ended crochet hooks with the same size, and fingers crossed. Because I really fancy doing something. Even if at the moment it's just going to be swatches, and it will be till I learn. I've got a book as well now. But I want to show the other one I got first from Purple Linda Crafts when I bought the wooden hook, the plastic hook and the metal hook with the swivel. I got that. Crochet, double-ended hook crochet. Anisatic. I think it says Anisatic up there. But yeah, there's a couple of designs in there, so I'm going to enjoy playing around with that. Lovely. And the book I went to look for, which I found, I got from AB Books. You know that website, AB Books? Crochet on the Double. And I also got another book, but it was a PDF by Anisatic. 101 double-ended crochet hook stitches. And I couldn't find it on Amazon or anything like that, hard copy. Because sometimes these books that are not really in print anymore, the prices are just hyperinflated. And I did find it PDF download, and it was only a couple of quid. And I thought, oh yeah, that's really quick, really quite cheap. I wish I could remember exactly how much it was, but I was just like, I'm getting it, and it's just loads of pages anyway, so that should be fun to work through. While I was in Artfully Made, I got some yarn. How good wouldn't they? I'll show you one of them. There we go. Is that focusing at all? I don't know if it focuses this. Does this focus? Well, it's cashmere yarn. 100% cashmere from Nepal. 25 grams, 606 metres approximately. And I got another one as well in this colour. And straight away, you know me, so anti-knitting. I can knit. As you can see, doing a 10 stitch blanket, that's a nice colour, isn't it? It's cobweb yarn, it's very, very thin. But I don't like knitting big things because they just take a long time. Whereas that doesn't, the 10 stitch blanket really doesn't seem like it's taking a long time. It's probably because I'm just working on it bit by bit. I don't know, it's just something different. I don't feel overwhelmed by it. And so my first thought is always to crochet. Well, I started messing about with this. Messing up with different hook sizes, going bigger to get the loop here and stuff. And I can't even remember what shawl pattern this. It might be Fantismo. I can't remember. It's very nice, and I would like to do it, but in a regular yarn, because it did say any yarn for. Just use the yarn for the hook for the yarn size. So you can sort of see a bit of a shape there. Can you? I think. I thought, my gosh, that's like roll 3, and it was hard to see. And if it's too big, it's hard. Well, if it's too small, it's hard to see. And if it's too big, I start to get confused with the loops. And it just took me right back to when I was younger. My mum was trying to teach me how to crochet, and I was going, oh, them holes! I was thinking, crikey, all these holes. And I thought, I'm going to knit it. Here's me going to knit something. And another perfect shawl as well for it as well. And there's a lady on YouTube, Laylock. If you type in Laylock and easiest shawl ever or something like that, she shows you how to knit a shawl. It's like lace weight. So this will be fine. I'll just use maybe 4mm needles. That's actually going to be better because trying to figure out where to put the hook in this, I'm finding it a challenge in a way that it's not like, it's really difficult. Somebody would be able to manage it, but I just don't want to lose. Well, that drive me crazy. So I figured if I knit it, the idea is all the stitches will be on the needle. You know exactly where your next needle is going to go. You're under no illusion where you're going to put your other needle. It's going to work fine. So I've changed my mind. I'm going to actually knit that shawl. And I've been following the posts for like what Pam talks about. Oh, what's Pam talking about? Pam Chatfield. The temperature scarf. And I'm really excited at the idea of doing that. And of course I thought about crochet as well, but I don't know. I haven't decided whether I'm going to knit or crochet. But I won't be doing 2015. There's just too many unknowns to do this thing every day. I don't like that. I need to know up front how much yarn I'll need, so I'm not running out. I need to get the temperature ranges so I know I've got the right amount of yarn for my scarf. It will bother me because, like, I don't have necessarily a single source. I mean, the internet here is pants. So although I've got 2 apps on my iPhone, I don't have an iPhone, my iPod. Sometimes it can take days for them to update for the weather. I rarely watch the news, and I miss it all the time on the radio, the weather. So I have sourced a website which shows historical daily data of temperatures. So I was thinking, right, do I want the high, the low, or do I just want the bit in the middle? And I figured like 12 o'clock, midday, and just take that temperature. And I will be doing it for 2014, but later on. Because what I'm doing, I'm marking them on a spreadsheet so I can organise them all in lowest temperature to highest temperature, so I can see, pick the colour ranges, the temperature ranges, and then assign a colour to it. That's what I'm doing. So that's what my planning is. So yeah, I'll be doing a 2014 scarf in maybe 2015. Maybe I'll start it at the end of 2014. I don't know, but I just don't like the idea of too many unknowns of a year as it is in the moment. I know it's, if you can guarantee you're going to stay in one place, like you don't go anywhere beyond your town, then temperatures aren't going to differ. As long as you have a reliable source for temperature. So if you go away, then you're somewhere else and you've got to rely on other data. So I want the same data all the time. I'm fussy like that. Yeah, very scientific, isn't it? So that's what I'll do. So I can still join in, I'll just do it for different, yeah, that's all. It's still history, it's still valid. So that's what I've decided. And I have a question I need to put out to you guys, because my mum's brought my attention to something and I thought I'd better check. And is my volume on my videos, is it okay? Because Mum said it was a bit too low. Now when she said that, I was using my old speakers, and my old speakers for this computer would blast out sound that I would have the whole system volume on my computer. You know when you go to the advanced settings you get several meters. All of them were down to 1. The temperature control, the volume control and the speakers, even though I tried to get the lowest setting, it was still too loud. So when I was editing my videos, it was just blasting. I always had to have the door shut. I didn't like to do it in the evenings. Well, the evenings that I could do it. So I did try and do it during the day, but sometimes I can't. So I figured out a way in Adobe Premiere, the editing software, to pull down the speaking volume. On the intro was always loud, so I pulled that down anyway. But I forgot to reset it. So when my mum said, "Oh, you're speaking, it's too low, I can't hear you," my volumes are maxed out in my headphones and just generally on her laptop. "Can you make your volume higher?" I went, "Oh yeah, sorry, it's me in my software." So with my speaking volume, I put it right up in the video software. But I didn't do the intro up anymore because I thought that was loud enough. So it's changed, but my mum still said, "It's a bit too low. Can you change your volume?" I said, "No, I can't. That's it. So it must be your end." I'm thinking. So if you guys can hear me okay, it must be, it's either my mum's equipment or it's my mum's hearing. So guys, is it me or is it my mum? Then again, if it is me, there's nothing more I can do about it, because I have whacked up the volume in the editing software. And I've got new speakers now, which means I can control it better, which means I don't get blasted. And my computer volume is actually up to 100 now, my son said. Put it up to be 100, it'll be fine. But I can control it better in these speakers, what I actually do here. Right, that's it. That's all I've got to show you this week and ask you. So have a good week and a good weekend. And hopefully I'll see you next week with hopefully something finished. We'll see. Fingers crossed something might be finished. Alright, take care. Bye bye.